motherfucker, Thug Nation alert. Keep his name on the streets till you lay in the dirt.
Who's the hottest, to be honest? Hip-hop ain't been the same since Tupac moved to Cuba on us.
Hey, yo, we real street with it.
One last question.
Only Gab can do it like this. Yo, YouTube, what up? It's your homie Gab. I'm in the building. And this is MAKAVELI Media. Today, I like to take time and look back at a very controversial time in hip-hop. You know, the rapper Eminem, or should I say Slim Shady, said something that would send shockwaves through hip-hop back in the early 2000s. Now, before I get started with the video, let me put this disclaimer out. I don't necessarily believe what Eminem said, nor do I know why Eminem would say what he said. But he said it, and it was powerful, and it had some validity to it because he was very close to the situation at this point in time. So let's get on with the video. In 2005, on his own hip-hop radio station, Shady 45, Eminem did a freestyle where he said straight up,
rumors on us, who's the hottest, to be honest? Hip-hop ain't been the same since Tupac moved to Cuba on us.
Hey, yo.
hip-hop hasn't been the same since Tupac moved to Cuba. And everybody was like, whoa. It was printed and talked about in hip-hop news publications, on social media back then. People talked about it. In small circles, Tupac to Cuba was already being discussed. But when Eminem said it, it was powerful for two reasons. The first reason being that Eminem at this time was the #1 rapper in hip hop. In the discussion, he was outselling everybody. His face was on everything, damn near but a cereal box. And everybody was talking about Eminem. And the second reason was Eminem was working behind the scenes, up close and personal with Miss Afeni Shakur at the time he made this statement. Now, let's start from there. Now, Miss Afeni Shakur is a very serious lady. Not once did she ever try to insinuate or play on the fact that a lot of fans' hopes and dreams was to be that Tupac was still alive. She would kill any of those rumors fast and quick whenever it came to her. So for her to be on board with Eminem making a statement like that, I don't believe that would be the case. Second of all, when Eminem make a statement like that, knowing that would upset her, I definitely know he wouldn't do that. So it's some gray area, meaning that I don't understand how he could say that, working so close with Afeni at the time. Because you got to understand, Tupac Resurrection, the first movie about Tupac was Resurrection, and Eminem did the whole soundtrack for it. Miss Afeni handpicked him to do several more Tupac projects. Basically handed over Tupac's music to him and told him see fit to do what he wanted to do with it. Now, That's very important because, like I said, not only does this mean he's embraced by her, but he's embraced by Tupac's family. So he's behind the scene, moving and shaking with the Shakurs. So for him to come out and say, since Tupac moved to Cuba on us, it gave every Tupac conspiracy theorist the firepower that they needed to say, yes, maybe Tupac is still alive. And yes, this is where he is. Now, with that being said, Eminem is the master at shock value. He likes to say some of the craziest things he could think of in a rap to make you say, ooh, well, did he just say that? That's what he does. But it doesn't mean he doesn't slip the truth in there on you. Sometimes a person can lie so much or they can joke so much that when they telling you the truth, you just assume they lying and joking. And that's the perfect person to slide the truth out there if he don't want it to get recognized. Think about that for a minute. Eminem, the slash jokester, just came out and completely threw Puff Daddy under the bus in one of his songs about murdering Tupac. And then at the end of the song, he said, you know I love you, Diddy. Now, for Eminem to say Tupac was alive and well in Cuba, he moved to Cuba on us was the line. Like I said, I don't know, was there any truth to that? And I don't know where he got that from. But the point was he said it and he was very close to the situation at the time when he said it. That's what caused the controversy. That's what had people excited. Now, at this point in time in hip hop, it was a lot of whispers that was taking place behind the scenes about what possibly happened to Tupac and could Tupac possibly be alive. And then you got the #1 rapper in the world that's working right next to Tupac's mom come out and say that was huge. And I don't know if there was ever a follow-up question about his statement. I don't know if Eminem ever said why he said it. Does he believe that? But it's a little bit deeper than the surface if you really take a look at it behind the scenes. Because Tupac's, a.k.a. aunt, Assata Shakur, fled to Cuba and remains there to this day. Just as recent as last year, the United States offered a bounty for the return and potential capture for the role in the murder of some state troopers. They want to lock her up right now. Yes, they want to lock Assata Shakur up. So there is a direct connect between the Shakurs, the Black Panthers, and the whole Revolutionist Party from the United States to Cuba. And Eminem put that out there in a rap. Wow. He put it out there in a rap. Under the pretense that he's just being wild and crazy. That's what he does. He says anything. He can't filter his mouth. But he's the perfect guy to put something into the atmosphere that some people may take with a grain of salt and some people may actually look at for what it is. Could it be some truth to it? I don't know. You don't know. But that happened. And it is a good point for discussion. Why would Eminem say that?
A lot of talking rumors on us, who's the hottest, to be honest. Hip-hop ain't been the same since Tupac moved to Cuba on us. Hey, yo.
You know, how did that make Tupac's family feel when he said it? Where did he get that from? And could it be any inkling of truth to it? You know, Tupac had a rap called A Ballad of a Dead Soldier. And in this rap, he's talking about fleeing the United States, going to another country, and that country is Cuba. In the verse, and I quote, I'm going to end the video with this. He said,
Get my cash though.
hook up with Castro. No more to be said, y'all. I need you guys to share and like this video. Don't forget to sub to the channel. This is MAKAVELI Media. It's been a pleasure as always. I'm your homie Gab. I'm signing off. I'm about to hit y'all with the peace.
A lot of talking rumors on us, who's the hottest, to be honest. Hip-hop ain't been the same since Tupac moved to Cuba on us. Hey, yo.
Get my cash though. Hook up with cash though. Want me at the blast in the task force. Stupid coppers tried to play us out. Never that.